This canyon wall carried my tune. The only one to hear my song are the coyotes and the wolves. But if I drink enough of this flask, I can hear them sing your song too.
Hi, this is Robert Leiterman with the Bluff Creek Project, and my hostess with the mostest, is Ian Carton, and he's going to help us through this one here too.
We're here at beautiful Louse Camp right on Bluff Creek, just a short distance from the 1967 Patterson-Gimlin film site. And hey, it's great to be back. We've been here now a week, which is one of our longest visits in quite a while. And the weather's been great. We've been having a good time, learning a lot, and yep, now we're going to do some podcasts.
Yeah, I've got one last quick quiz question for you. What county is Louse Camp in?
Oh, this is a good one. According to the maps, we should be in Del Norte right now. But we're really close to the borders with both Siskiyou and Humboldt County. And exactly where the film site is was, of course, the reason that brought us all together in the first place.
Right.
But the film site, too, does seem to be in Del Norte County.
Yeah.
According to the maps. But we're so close, I don't think anyone would care.
Well,
much.
That's one of the trivia questions that come up. People assume it's in Humboldt County.
Right.
But you do have to drive through Humboldt County to get to Louse Camp and the film site.
Yeah, and of course, Willow Creek, the home of Bigfoot, is Humboldt County. And we just got back from Bigfoot Days last weekend.
In Humboldt County.
And so, yes, Humboldt lives here in Del Norte.
Pays less taxes and lives in Del Norte County.
Well, that's a common issue in California. You do have to think about taxes wherever you want to live.
Definitely. Well, we have a guest with us today, and it's Glen, a.k.a. Brown Dwarf. He's been with us on everything we've done this week plus. Yeah, I'll have him talk about his involvement, all those good stuff. But hey, Glen, good to have you here. I know we've known each other for a bit.
Yeah. It's greetings and thank you, Ian and Robert. Brown Dwarf is what I kind of go with online, and some people know me as. And grew up in Southern California, Los Angeles area, and moving fast forward, I ended up moving to actually Humboldt County several years back, and had lived up here about a little over 10 years in the southern part of the county and other places. We have Honeydew down there.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed above Garberville in the hills up there near Alder Point, near New Harris, and several other parts throughout southern Humboldt and even northern Humboldt in town like Arcata and near Trinidad and stuff. So I've been blessed to get to know this place and just fell in love with it. And one of the things you learn coming up here is that Bigfoot is a local. The Bigfoots are the locals here, and it really interested me. I just never knew that all this was going on up here. And moving fast forward again, there's several things that had happened throughout my stay here that just kind of led me into this topic. There were strange things. I learned about the wildlife out here. We get the bears and the cats and all types of other fun stuff, and you see them around here and there. But these other creatures that I started learning about, there's certain things that came to mind when I was experiencing these things. And I remember back in the day as a kid, watching the Patterson film, and that really struck me at the time, and I had no idea that had happened up this way. And when I first moved to Humboldt, getting familiar with folks in my area and stuff, the topic did come up, and I started, asking around, And I got stories here and there from certain people, and there's others that just didn't give it no mind. And so I kept doing my thing, and little by little I was able to get internet access eventually, and started looking into some of the stuff that people were doing, and of course around this area as well. And I don't really remember how it came about, but I eventually was tipped off to try to get a hold of Bobo, because he was a local here who had a lot of information on the topic and stuff, and I was somewhat familiar with him at the time, and eventually it happened. But the invitation actually out to the site here, I forget how that came about, and that was from now, I think I want to say maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
That's a while.
Yeah, so it's been a little while, and since then I've made it a thing to try to come out every year, and there's been a couple years here and there that I've missed, but yeah, I'm glad to be back. And to me, it's just Humboldt in general. Northern California is a special place. I mean, you got everything from the redwoods to the ocean. So much stuff going on here, nature-wise, that needs to be preserved. I think it just the lifestyle up here has taught me how to live with nature, and how to respect certain things, and yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand with Bigfoot. I've been learning as I get more into this topic, I learn more about my surroundings here, and which is a great thing, and I think it's important for people to know these things as well. But yeah, it's a real special place. Like I said, I've gotten to check out different places throughout the area, but this place here also has its special little mystique and magic. And it's not only due to the Bigfoot history, but there's also the Native American history as well, which is another topic that I think is very important for us to learn it and teach others. I've been learning more and more about those things, and how these places are special to them as well. So it's not only us and Bigfoot, but it's them as well. And yeah, it's just wonderful to be back, and glad to be here with you guys.
Oh yeah, it's funny because we got to get Glen on the podcast. It's like, okay, I keep saying that, and then things happen. I think last time I saw you, I go, yeah, we can on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, call me.
yeah. It's been hit and miss. I've been all over the place. So we moved out of the county and moved a few hours north to Southern Oregon, and is also another great place for all this Bigfoot that we talk here. And so with that move, I've been a little bit out of touch, and I've been cruising up and down Southern California as well. So it's been, busy times for me, which is good, but I'm just really, like I said, happy to make the time and be here now. So, yeah.
Well, appreciate that. Now, this trip was kind of special. Did you get to make it to Bigfoot Days?
Yeah, I actually did. I noticed that the days were, my vacation days were kind of lining up with the Bigfoot Days, and also having the week off here. So I made it a thing to stop in Willow Creek, and man, was it a hot day. I'm glad you guys survived that.
Yeah, 106.
Yeah, and I know how Willow Creek could get, and so it was just one of those really scorching days, and so I did make a few laps around the festival, which was great to see still going on, and yeah, it was real fun to do that. Touch base with some friends that I haven't seen in a while, and yeah, just all this stuff just makes me really want to move back.
Oh yeah, I know you're a lot closer now, a little bit farther away, but you still did a great job of making that time to come up here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, from LA I think it did maybe 12 hours with the stops and everything. Yeah, I remember doing that way back in the day too. I've been coming up to Humboldt and these areas for a long time, so my heart is definitely here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool on it. And so we did a special trip with Eric. And how did you like that? Special trips. We're not trying to give away the exact locations. And
right.
Stuff. Yeah. We'll have fake names for these places.
Yeah, I know one of them, so I'll use that in case perfect. I want to name it. But yeah, no, this was a different for me because this is the first time I think I've done a hike with you guys.
Yeah, so
And,
sorry to interrupt, but it's not just a hike; it's a backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an overnighter. We
Yeah,
had to pack our stuff.
Yep, and that's what I was going to say is that we stayed overnight, and so it became, at that, and so I really had no idea what the plan was. I had little bits of information here or there, but I wasn't too sure of what to take exactly, but I had a feeling we were going to stay the night, and so I was like, you know what, let me prepare for that, and which was super exciting because it was the first time I've ever done anything like that in this area. And to do that particular area, I know the guys were really curious and anxious to get out there. And another thing that was a factor this year around that usually is in these areas is the fires.
Yeah.
So we had some fires again that were really close by, and that was from last year. I don't know if there was anything earlier this year or anything like that.
Well, actually, it was one burning as we speak. I think they got it knocked down, but we saw the smoke around the moon at night, and you could smell the smoke in the air. And
yeah, I think that was a hill fire they were talking.
yeah, and it just started while you were here,
Right.
basically, a couple days before we decided to go on this backpacking trip.
Yes.
Well, we decided to go to more than a couple days.
Yeah.
But it was whether or not we were going to day hike it
Mm-hmm.
and do a long day, or just start late in the day, spend the night, and then hike back out the next day.
Yeah, so it's one of those things that you got to keep in mind while you're out here doing this. Is the dangers of once again fires and other things that are out there. And it was a good challenge for me personally, and I feel like for the rest of us too, because it really got to test out not only our gear but ourselves mentally, physically, and for me personally, spiritually as well. Yeah, it was a great experience, and although I'm not sure exactly with everyone else, but I feel like it was a quiet night. There wasn't much as far as activity happening, but yet it still was an epic moment for me because just the camaraderie and once again the area. There's history there.
Yeah.
We were able to check out Chimney Rock from a distance.
Yeah.
And just once again an area that I've never been to, so to experience that was definitely something on my list that I could check off.
Well, having you younger guys on the group is kind of inspirational for us. I'm with the old guy group.
Right.
We stopped, and you guys stopped. You guys were a little ahead, and we're thinking, thank goodness they're stopping. And then they're dropping their packs. That's a good sign. And next thing you know, where are they going? So you guys, Kip and I stayed there and watched your stuff, and you're welcome. We guarded your stuff. And you guys went ahead and finished it. You guys went that 1.5 miles, almost 2 miles to the end of this section that was closed off to vehicle traffic, to the top part of the Gasky area.
Yes.
And then you came back, and you guys got back. It was like well after dark. It was like after 10, and you guys had a good hike. That was a good hike.
Yeah, it was. Once again, I wasn't too informed on what the plan was there. I was just kind of following the guys, right? And they just kept pushing, and Rowdy was with us, and I know he was kind of like, well, maybe, I don't know, kind of thinking about it also, but the guys are younger than us too, so even though I'm part of the young guys, the guys that kept pushing are a little younger than us. So
yeah, let's throw some names out there.
Yeah.
Alec and Jonathan. Okay.
Yes, and so we kept following them, and we actually had a Rowdy's dog with us too. So Daisy was pushing. Yeah. So salute to Daisy, and we made it to the end, and it felt like we weren't going to get there because Alex did have, I believe, his GPS, and it just kept giving him a certain distance, which it didn't feel like that distance. It felt a whole lot longer.
Oh, you mean it's lying to you?
I have no idea.
That's pretty normal when you're in the mountains.
Right.
The maps and the GPS don't always agree with reality.
Oh yeah, and there was a few times where we thought we were hitting the paved road and it wasn't it, but
Yeah.
eventually made it and had a nice little break there, and eventually made our way back and enjoyed the rest of the night. The views, the feeling there was amazing. So I hope to really go back one day.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've hiked that before, a couple times before, but
Wow.
I was a lot younger and I was in better shape and my hip wasn't bothering me. So this time it was a little more challenging.
Wow. Well, you guys were moving strong. I mean, I feel like I was trying to keep up with you guys as well. So I kept
appreciate
trucking.
That's very generous.
Yeah. But you didn't notice as soon as you left, we all broke down and cried. It's like, thank goodness now we can lick our wounds and cry and eat and to get our camp set up and worry about it, see if you guys were even going to come back.
But it is a good take-home lesson about keeping communication open and keeping organized.
Yes.
And probably turned out worse. People have been forced to spend the night.
Oh yeah.
With far
and
less
everything.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But it worked out just a spectacular area to visit. Even seeing the recent fire damage in the area, but it's clearly a special place, and I understand why that area is so sacred. And it's a real pleasure to finally get up there after having talked about it on and off for many years.
Yes.
And it's a great place. Anyone else planning to go? Pack light, but pack carefully, and expect to be scratched thoroughly by the manzanitas.
Guaranteed. Yeah, every one of our legs are like, it looks like we tried to shave our legs with stones.
Oh, yes. Wrapped around barbed wire.
Yeah, but it's all part of it too. I haven't done anything that involved in a while, and it was kind of a spiritual awakening for me. It was kind of nice for Robert to go visit his old inner self that used to say, "Hey, we're almost there. It's just around the corner." Now I'm asking, "Are we there yet?" "No, we're almost there, Robert. Just around the corner." So I know I used to tease Kip about that. Now the younger generation's teasing me about it, which is good.
Oh man.
Hey, now. Not everybody is into the Bigfoot thing, and you are. And
yes.
Since you have been into it, have you seen anything that just stands out, like evidence that draws your attention? It makes you go from, I think there's something to it, to I know there's something to it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I've had, like I mentioned earlier, there was things happening to me in southern Humboldt, and it kind of was raising red flags, and so yeah, there was one incident that I had down there, and this was on a private property, and I was headed to the top part of the property, and this is a pretty rural area. There's people there. There's neighbors and stuff, but everyone's kind of spread out along the hills there, so everyone has their space, and wooded areas. And so there's this one particular summer I was headed to the top part of the property on this dirt road, and I noticed something flanking me on the side of the road in the woods, and it looked like just like a dark figure, not tall or anything like that, but just a humanoid looking figure. And this thing, it reminded me almost like one of those kid flip books that you flip, and it, the cartoon kind of plays out.
Oh, shows animation by movement, by flipping.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. And so I stopped my truck, and I noticed at the base of this pretty big oak tree, there was a black face looking at me at the base of it, right? And we're making this eye contact, and I'm just kind of shocked, not scared or anything. And I'm thinking to myself, is this, one of these things? And it clearly had this grayish area around the eyes, almost like I would imagine it would be the skin. And everything, it didn't look shaggy or anything. It was just black, jet black. And after that, I just kept going. I don't remember, I had my cell phone with me. I didn't bother recording or anything. It's almost like I don't remember what happened there. And next thing I know, I'm headed to the top of the property where I was going to go do what I was going to do. But I had in mind what I had just seen, so I was, pretty excited. And there was no one around at the time. Eventually, when my partner got home, I let her know what had happened. And I actually told one of our nearest neighbors, and so they just were like not too interested, but whatever. I felt like I had to tell someone, and yeah, that was that. It was pretty strange. And like I said, on that property, we had weird things going on. I've seen trees fall on their own, and I know that happens, wind or whatever, storms, or rotted trees, or I've had the knocks there as well, weird knocks. And like I said, there's neighbors, so sometimes you question, could it be hammering or something like that. But I've heard the strange knocks before, even at night, and anyway, so yeah, that was my first encounter. My second one strange thing that I've had happen in the county was up in Trinidad, California.
Okay.
I was headed
north of Eureka.
Yes.
Okay.
That's towards the coast, and I was leaving the freeway ramp headed southbound on the 101, and I noticed what looked like some vehicles passing me up, and so they were a little ahead of me. And across the opposite side of the highway, I noticed a tall, dark figure, humanoid figure, and thin. It wasn't bulky or anything like that. And it was crossing the highway. And so I thought to myself, okay, either these cars are going to stop and honk, or someone's going to swerve or something, but or if this person makes it across the highway, when they make it across, when I pass there, I'm going to be able to see who it is walking across the highway there. And there is, every once in a while, you get your occasional bikers and bicyclists, and people sometimes walk the highway there,
Yeah.
But anyway, this thing made it across pretty quick. It's a pretty, wide stretch of highway there. And so on the side of the highway, on my right side, it was nothing but redwood trees, and it drops off. It's a drop off there. And I would imagine that if you were to go down there, that drop off eventually would turn into the ocean. The beaches and stuff is down there.
Okay.
So I passed by this area, and this there's no one there. So I'm thinking, whoever this was must have dropped down this embankment here. Yeah,
That's probably, I'm trying to remember how much, but that's probably a good 80 feet to the edge of that road down.
All right. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't gone back to do any measurements or anything like that, but I totally could if I needed to. But it was that was really weird. And I do remember it was like in the evening, and it had just rained earlier in the day, but yet I was able to see the sun setting from the highway.
So it's being almost backlit.
Yeah, you could say that.
Was that a 4-lane or 2-lane at that point?
I think it's 4 lanes there. Yeah,
it's pretty wide there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to explain some of those stuff.
Yeah.
And now did that get you more into it, or that's while you were doing this?
Oh, no, both of them was while I was doing it.
Okay.
And so I was already into the stuff, but I just thought it was really bizarre. There's other things that had happened to me in southern Humboldt. I've gotten these strange lights that people call orbs and stuff like that. I've experienced that down there as well. So there's been other things that, and I'm not saying they're related or anything, but I'm just saying that there's been other stuff that has happened in those areas where I'm like, whoa, some strange stuff going on here,
Well, you are a spiritual guy.
Definitely.
Yeah. So and you are seeing these details and stuff that you're seeing. Because I know people who miss a lot of things, not paying attention.
Yeah.
So you're probably kind of like me in a way, where now you're looking for stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. So people say you get the bug,
bug.
So I've gotten the Bigfoot bug, and I would get out there as much as possible. You actually work some of the areas where I've done some of my works, and so because it's near home.
Yeah.
And yeah, any chance I would be able to get out there, because a lot of the places we would just go visit to recreate and stuff like that were places that of known history, you know, that have had its history and stuff like that. So anytime I'd get, or a particular town or you know, or someone's property or something like that, if I get the chance to go there, and yeah, you know, I'll do what I can to try and look for any evidence and stuff like that. And yeah, that's been fun. And there have been certain occasions where I've found certain things that I've questioned, and I do my little bit of documenting with, you know, cell phone pictures and videos and stuff like that.
That's good. And one of the questions I ask you too is, like, you interviewed me for something. So are you producing interviews and sharing them, or?
I haven't got. There's been a couple of real brief interviews, just with, like I said, cell phone and stuff like that, like kind of on the spot type thing. If someone's willing to talk or share some information, then I'm, you know, it's kind of just raw like that. But I would eventually in the future like to set up a podcast as well. You know, the whole 9 microphones and, you know, the studio and all that. Yeah, that'd be great, right? But yeah, for now I just kind of do things on the go, and it works for me for now.
Great.
That's good. You're keeping records, which is good.
Yeah.
Like Ron, he's constantly recording things. And the other day when I was talking to Ron's he's not a member of the Bluff Creek Project, but we see him a lot.
Yeah.
And he was actually on the Bluff Creek 19 adventure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's at by the time you hear this, you already heard that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the same Ron.
Oh yeah, and I've actually been out with Ron several times, and Bandit, and yeah, good guy to have in the field, and yeah, I've definitely learned things from him, and yeah, good person to have on the crew, you know. And I didn't say team, but you know, we have a crew here. You know, there's people that come and go that aren't official members and stuff, but
yeah,
we're all kind of a family here for the most part, right?
Yeah, we are, pretty much.
Absolutely, and that's what sets us apart from so many other groups.
Definitely.
We can actually stay coherent as a group for over 10 years.
Yeah.
As people come and go, as their time and interests or even location change.
Yeah.
My situation too. And no scandals.
No, that we know of.
And no bad blood to speak of.
It's all under the table. We don't talk about it.
Well, they talked about me behind my back.
I mean, he's not here. We talk about him, yeah.
But,
But he's here now. We can't talk about him.
But it's, hey, we've got a good thing going, and hopefully we'll all be able to continue for some time.
Well, I think it's kind of nice too, because there's always communication going on. It's like, hey, we're going to be up here at this time, and we try to get the message out, which is kind of nice. But we have people asking us, and hey, when you guys going to be back up at the film site? It's like, well, there's 2 windows I always talk about. Is after Bigfoot Days, that weekend of Bigfoot Days, and the October 20th,
Okay.
somewhere around that, whatever that day lands. There's going to be a few of us running around here.
Yep.
Okay.
Film day, as I call it.
Film day.
But apparently the calendar companies haven't started adding that
Not yet.
to their holiday list yet.
Well, we
Not
finally
yet.
got Google Earth to put where the film site, the proper film site, is on Google Earth now.
Wow.
Some people won't be happy with that, but that's okay. They'll get over it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Maybe not. Maybe not.
some people die hard in this field. They've got their beliefs, and nothing will change it.
Yeah.
But we keep doing what you're doing, Glenn. Just do the work,
Yeah.
take the notes,
And I'm
meet people, ask questions.
Spreading the word where it is.
Yeah, no, what a blessing to have you guys that have done your part, and to be able to share that with all of us is a big thing, and I appreciate it, and like I said, it's an honor to be here.
Well, it's like, is Glen gonna be there? I don't know. He didn't say anything. He said he could. So then we drive up, and there's Glen.
Yep.
Yeah, he made it, which is phenomenal. It's not like, hey, I'm in Eureka, I can just drive up. It's like I'm in a few zip codes away, and I'll try to make it. And when Glen says I'll try to make it, I think, oh, he's probably going to show up, and, yeah, which is good.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Well, it's always good to see your smiling face, listen to a little bit of your wisdom.
Yeah, no, likewise.
Yeah, it's like, oh, What great wisdom does Glen have us for today?
hmm And another thing that's exciting is that there's also and I don't know if you've gotten a chance to interview them, but they actually came by I believe yesterday and the day before. It's Doug and is it
Well, I can't.
Doug,
I just finally met her yesterday.
okay, so anyway, these
Yeah.
guys, which have been kind of working the area here, have recently found some interesting evidence. There were some tracks and stuff found, and it was cool that they shared that with us as well. And they came and hung out with us again this year, and yeah, so to find possible evidence, fresh evidence in the area is for me once again exciting, because to me it just shows that they're still around, and even the wildlife, after the once again fires, there's still sign of fresh bear and we've seen some of the wildlife on the game cams down at the site, and to see them running around and doing their thing is great. And so I think if if the wildlife is still here and obvious, then the Bigfoots and Sasquatches should be still here.
Absolutely.
As well.
There's a fire over there. I'm gonna go over here, or I'm gonna wait till the fire burns out the little road and just get some snacks on the way there.
There you go.
Hey, the two gentlemen you were talking about, are we talking about the same people?
Maybe not, but
Okay. The ones that found the tracks in the snow?
yes.
Yeah.
Doug and Todd.
Yes,
Okay, Todd.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them, I get the names crossed over.
Yes.
I've known him for a bit, a couple
Okay.
of years now. And it just finally put the two and two together when I talked to him yesterday. It was you. Yeah, and the other gentleman I met yesterday.
Right on.
So it's kind of neat because you get to meet all these people, and then you got more acquaintances, and you get to chat, get stories back. So it's almost like you come over to the film site or stay at Louse Camp, and there's a good chance here at Louse Camp that people who show up are interested in the subject matter.
Yes.
Unlike some of my friends who just walk up, say, "Hey, we're Bigfooters. How you doing?" I don't do that, but they do that, and that's how they break the ice.
Yeah.
Me, it's like, I don't know. Did you see any stickers on their car?
Mm-hmm.
Are they wearing camouflage clothes? Yeah. Are they looking at us funny?
Yeah.
The same way we're looking at them?
Right.
They must be squatchers. All right, let's break the ice.
I hear you.
Hey, did you have any advice for people who want to do this kind of activity?
Yeah. Just keep your mind open, and just keep positive, because there's a lot of stuff in this topic that could shake you up or make you feel a certain way, and so I feel the important thing is to remain positive.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get caught up in the BS that's out there, because there is in not only Bigfoot but in many other fields, it's almost like it's a human thing, I believe. And it happens in this arena also. So it's important to stay strong and stay positive.
You said shake you up. What?
Yeah, you could
What do you-
ruffle your feathers. I don't
Oh,
know
you're
how
saying-
you like.
okay,
It could
you're-
upset people.
You're saying that if I have an ego and you bruised it, I might be upset with that kind of thing?
Or if you find something out, that may upset you, then you shouldn't let it control your life. Don't walk around upset all day because of this situation or that situation. You just don't let it eat you up. Because I've heard even this topic affecting relationships and friendships and stuff like that. So it could get serious, and just stay positive.
Yeah.
Good advice.
That
for
is
life.
good advice. I try to. This is my escape from all the stuff at home, and
Yeah.
I'm retired, but semi-retired. Still work at the college, and
Mm-hmm.
I still find things to do, and I need to get away. And this was a good getaway.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I am so glad to get away. At first, this is kind of strange because at first you realize you have so much to do, and you realize that if you leave to do it, you'll be farther behind, and so you get this mixed emotions whether you should go or not. Then once I get here, they fade away.
Yep.
It was up till I get home, and I go, oh man, I got all this stuff to
There
do.
we go,
But
yeah.
it is good to get away and free the mind and
Recharge.
and meet those friends that you've established. And like Ian's a prime example.
Yes.
Glen's another example.
Oh yeah.
These relationships I've developed through the squatching activity. And it's funny how you kind of get close in these little weird friendships because it's like you have this in common. And we are so different. I look at teachers, and it's okay to say you teach?
Of
You say you have a
course.
job? Yeah.
No problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, we all do these different types of jobs, and then we come together, and it's, all that's put away. Now, the political affiliations, we'd like to push that away, and now we just focus on the common ground that we have. And then we can fight about our political associations afterwards on the last day before we go home. Yeah. Is there any at the end of the questions you have for Glenn?
Well, remind all the listeners how to find you on social media before we log off.
Yeah, so on YouTube, you can find me at Brown, capital B, ROWN, underscore, capital D, WARF, Dwarf. So Brown, underscore, Dwarf on YouTube. And then, from there you could find other links to other platforms as well, but that's the main one.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Great.
We appreciate this. I know I talked to you before
no
about
problem.
dragging you into this mess, but
It's
appreciate it. Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
Now, you already went swimming in the big swimming hole. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Got that out of the way.
Yep.
I did it this morning. Ian did it, before we started this. It's going to be time to jump in there again. It's getting a little warm.
It's
Almost, yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Glenn. We
well,
really
thank you
appreciate
guys.
it.
You guys take care, and
right.
hope to see you soon.
Right, Bluff Creek Project signing off. Ian and Robert, and we're going to chase down our next clients.
All right.
All right, thanks.
See you next time.
Right on.
This canyon wall carried my tune. The only one to hear my song. All the coyotes and the wolves. But if I drink